Fuck. Okay, ready to go. Let's see. In the meantime, okay. Yeah, I should have definitely gone for the silver one. I just didn't know if I was gonna be available for this weekend, unfortunately. So I just had to skip it. SKX, hello man. How are you today? What up, brother? Are you having a fun weekend? Let's see. Yeah, let's come in here. By the way, I hope my mic is fine. I have no reason to believe it's not working, but I haven't tested it yet. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Like, I had a busy morning for Sunday. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday I was at work, and after work we had to like go with well, one of my colleagues had her birthday, so we just went out as a group. And yeah, we drank a couple of beers. I came home late. I woke up today. I had like a crazy busy morning, like all of the stuff that I had to do. Like, we have a friend coming over, so we had to like fix the house and everything. Make sure we did some chores. And then like I went out for a coffee with a friend. I came home. I slept for like 2 or 3 hours and I just woke up. I just woke up and it's time to grind again on Rise of Kingdoms, man. I've been having a couple of like I would say Orifin, hello man. What up, brother? Boohoo to you as well. Just kidding, man. Nice to have you here. Honestly, for the last couple of weeks, I haven't had like as much free time as I wanted to, you know. So I'm trying my best to like grind, but at the same time, I'm well aware that I'm basically losing a lot of stuff. For example, I didn't do the Ark of Osiris this week. I wanted to. I really thought about doing Ark of Osiris, but then unfortunately I just realized that I just didn't have enough time, you know. Like I wasn't sure if I was going to be around, and I didn't want to I just didn't want to be a bother to others. Like if I sign up and then I didn't show up, that would be like a really pain in the behind, so I didn't sign up at all. But I lost a good of rewards, man. I really lost a couple of good rewards there. Now we are doing some barb chaining. The reason as to why I'm doing this is because I want to defeat like 954 barbarians. I still have like 12 days, man, but it's kind of like one of those things I want to get it over with. It's like one of those things I want to get it over with. And I'm also gonna buy like I always buy, like for the last 3 times I've always bought the Lucrine scrolls, and I'm gonna buy it again. So I'm waiting to go to level 50, and then I'm definitely gonna buy this one, and I'm gonna get some great rewards out of this one as well. But in order to do that, I want to grind like get as many levels as possible, you know. So until I get level 50, I'm not gonna waste my money, but I'm pretty sure that I will be able to make it. But I also want to get it over with. It's one of those things that you just don't want to wait out of. Yeah, let's go here actually. 1, 2, 3, like it's a really good chain in here. Just play solo 30 minutes match. Yeah, I actually tried that once. It was amazing. I feel like I should do solo a lot more. I'm actually loving like the whole idea of Ark of Osiris being only 30 minutes, and if I'm not mistaken, the rewards are like the same, so it's kind of like you waste less time and you get the same rewards. Honestly, yeah, I really believe that the solo matches, it's a lot more fun, you know, less responsibilities. Because if you register for Ark of Osiris like Thursday or Friday, you don't know if you will show up. Let's be honest, man. You don't know, like to the people who have like a job or work or family to take care of, you just don't know where you will be like 3 days after. So yeah, I'm actually liking like the whole silver battlefield a lot more. Mic is great, amazing, nice. I'm gonna buy like a more professional mic starting on January. Like I have so much plans, man. I actually have so much plans about January. Like whenever, not just like Rise of Kingdoms, I mean like in general. Like I'm gonna do some fun stuff starting on January, brother. I'm gonna start, like for example, I actually talked to this Latin dance teacher, I guess, or whatever. Like she has like a group that she teaches. I talked to her, and I'm gonna start like I'm gonna learn Latin dance, man, starting on January. Can you believe that? I always want to do that. I guess I just woke up one day, I was like, okay, what's a hobby, or what's something that you want to do, that you want to get like under your arsenal, I guess. And I just immediately tell myself, yeah, you gotta do the Latin dance for sure. Duality, hello man. After that, like I'm also doing gym as well. Like I haven't quit on gym. I started right now on December. I'm gonna keep doing gym on January and just keep going. Like I'm gonna probably be quitting on marathons this year. I want to do marathons, but the thing is, like, it's a big pain to do marathons at gym at the same time, because normally when you train for a marathon you lose weight, but to do gym you gotta gain weight. So it's kind of like they kind of like cancel each other out, you know. If you're too heavy, you cannot run fast enough, and if you're like too if you're like too light, you can run fast enough, but you do not look well, you know. So point is, I'm just trying to figure out everything, but I got some nice plans for January. Yosin, hello man, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Tomorrow I finally have the infantry wheel. Will it be here as well? I have no idea. By the way, man, I still don't know what the hell I'm gonna do for my second march. Like, I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush because well, I got time, meaning that I don't have the materials, I don't have the items, I got nothing. So technically I'm not in a rush to have like a second march, but I do have to make a decision. Just go for aesthetics, physique. Yeah, the problem is that I'm skinny. Well, I was skinny because now I've gained a little bit of weight, but by weight I mean like I'm 72 kilos. I'm like 1 meter and 78 tall, so technically I would say like I'm an average, but but I would say yeah, I would say like the problem is that if I try to like train for a marathon, I'm gonna lose too much weight. I'm gonna become skinny, and if I become skinny, it just won't look good. So technically I gotta make a decision, man. I'm going for the gym, honestly. Like, I'm still gonna keep on running. I'm learning some rope jumping right now. Like, I'm doing the Rocky Balboa type of jump. It's amazing. I'm actually loving it. Like, I still like sometimes I like stop, like I get I can do like 2 minutes max, you know, and then the rope is just gonna stop. Like, I'm gonna fail. But 2 minutes is good, man. Like, I was barely doing like 10 seconds of jump roping before. Now I'm doing a lot, like a lot. So I'm actually learning some new skills in life, man. I'm loving myself. For the last couple of days, for the last like couple of weeks, I'm loving myself. I got the energy to do so much stuff, to learn so much new stuff, man. I don't know where I got this thing from, man, but I'm telling you, I'm loving myself lately. It's I'm just getting like some motivation to just do new stuff, to just learn some shit. Bro, COO is here. Fuck, is it? Wait a minute, is it? Oh, it is. Fuck yeah, you're definitely right, man. And it's the last day. Yeah, but I'll not do it. I'm not gonna do it, man. I don't know why, but I just don't feel myself doing Champions of Olympia, man. Like, through like, I guess the new things that I just said do not include Champions of Olympia. Lila, hello brother, welcome to the stream. Yosin says try getting 5515 Joanne for now. 3111. Yeah, okay, I do have some upgrading to do on her, true. The problem is I'm kind of like scared that if I focus too much on Joanne, and by the time that I will be doing my second march, Joanne might be like out of the meta. What do you feel about that? So I'm trying to like, because I know that I do not have the items right now. So even if I upgrade Joanne, I do not have the items for her. Well, for Nevsky, I mean, or whoever, whichever it is. But point is, I do not have the items. I do not have the materials. I actually have so much work to do towards my second march. Like, I'm nowhere near being ready. So I was thinking, like, once I'm ready, once I have the items, once I have the materials, that's when I basically get the choose like the commander as well. Yeah, don't do it, please. I want to hear a tantrum today. True. I don't know. Maybe I do it. Maybe I do it. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I don't think that I will, but maybe. We'll see. Like, my primary goal right now is for me to kill the 900 barbs. I really need to kill the 900 barbs for the Lucrine scrolls, and after that, I guess I can do whatever. But that's my primary goal right now, the 900 barbs for the Lucrine scroll. I just cannot fail, man. Like, I haven't failed the Lucrine scrolls for the last 6 or 7 times, I guess. Like, for the last 6 or 7 months, I never failed the Lucrine scrolls. And now that I'm buying it as well, it's actually like a lot even more important for me to actually finish the quest. No, Joanne is still meta. Yeah, I know that Joanne is still meta, brother, but what I was basically trying to say is I'm kind of worried that I will invest into Joanne right now, but it's gonna take me about 5 to 6 months in order for me to get the items and the materials in order to like upgrade her. So by the time that I do that, well, upgrade Nevsky or Joanne, but I'm sorry, Nevsky or Huo, but by the time that I do that, maybe she's not gonna be part of the meta anymore. So we don't know where the game is gonna be like 6 months from now, you feel me? COO is fun for me since it's very easy. I got 20 kills, 0 deaths, 6 assists today. Duality, brother, I love the fact that you have fun playing the Champions of Olympia, but I never did and I never will have fun. I mean, because I do play it for the rewards, but I just don't have fun, man. It's a weird, like, I've always said my opinion about Champions of Olympia. It's something really weird. It's not exactly connected to the way that the game works. You control 3 marches, which most of the time you basically lag while controlling them. Like, it's and now the new modes, like, as soon as you get used to like the way the Champions of Olympia works, they release like a new mod, and in the new mod nothing works like before. Like, the new mod, honestly, it's crazy. Like, we went from fighting for the position, for the flag or for the tower or whatever, to actually now we have to run to the flag that is specified by the game. So now it's no more about who has the most powerful march, it's actually like about who has the most fast march. but you don't know exactly which map you are playing until you are actually playing. Therefore, you don't even know how to strategize yourself. Like, you don't know if you want to go for like a fast march or you want to go for like a powerful march. So in itself, there's like confusion in the whole, like I'll say in the whole general aspect of the game. There's like confusion, you feel me? Commander swap is coming, so it should be fine for you. How does commander swap work, by the way? Like, how many times do you get a swap, and in what time period? Like, I've been busy for the past couple of days to the point where I haven't paid too much attention to the champion swap as much as I wanted to. Joanne's DPS is still crazy. She is, don't get me wrong. Like that's why I like explain everything, where I said that even though she's really crazy and powerful now, it's gonna take me a while for me to like get to the point where I can upgrade my second march to where she is viable. Therefore, if I use my golden heads on and golden stars on her right now, is it gonna be like a waste for the future? Because she might fall out of the meta, like YSG fell out of the meta. Like, I would say Guan Yu, because Guan Yu is like still playable. He's really good. Like, we have like 7 marches, but there's a couple of commanders who really fell out of the meta, who were like, just like, it happens, you know. Kvk fell out of the meta, for example. Even ranked is easy. I never play ranked, man. Honestly, I never play ranked. Like, most of the time I just play like unranked to just get it over with, get those 12 points and bail out. Ever, if you have like 500 golden heads, your second march could be another infantry march. Good. First let me check how much golden heads I have. Whoa, where am I going? My bad. I have 605. I have 605. Kvk was never meta. He was like long time ago, even before I played Champions of Olympia. Like, I remember watching Shinji and he was using like Kvk a lot. I do remember that, because by the time that I was I remember that he was using Kvk a lot, because by that time I was playing too much. Has any one of you guys played like Dynasty Warriors? Anyway, point is like the romance of the 3 kingdoms, like that's the story. So I remember that he was using Kvk a lot. As a matter of fact, like when I was watching his live, like he was talking precisely for that, so it led me to believe that maybe he has been meta in the past, I guess. My prediction for commander swap every skill level and level of the same troop type commander, not golden keys. Probably once per account lifetime. I'm planning to use it on 5. Oh, okay. One time? Ouch. Okay, if it's a one-time thing, man, I don't know if I want to use it right now, you know. It feels like a waste if I just use it right now. I thought that it was like gonna be like maybe like once a year or something, you know, like that would be amazing, like once in like in a good period of time, but not lifetime. Like lifetime, it's a bit depressing or disappointing, if I might say so, because it's kind of like, okay, we're gonna give this to you, like one thing, like you get to revive one time. It's not exactly what you want, you know. Also, because a lot of people have made more than one mistake in commanders, and the meta has switched up so much that I don't know, man. I feel like one time is just too little, you know. It's kind of like giving handouts or something. You can use William and Wallace, Liu Che, and CPO Ragnar. Yeah, but if I technically I still don't have the items, you know. I still don't have the items for a second infantry march either. If I think about it, like I just don't have them. I don't have the items or the materials. Like, I'm at a point right now where unfortunately I cannot do a second march even if I wanted to. So I just have to grind a lot, and by I mean like crazy a lot, before I can do like a second march. I'm not sure if we will have a limit on how long we have to use it. If we don't, then it'll save it for sure. I guess I have to like read a little bit more into the champion swap. I'm sorry, the commander swap. I do have to find some time, and like, you know, part of playing Rise of Kingdoms is that you have to do like a lot of research. So I want to like but because I also do the streaming, most of the time instead of doing research, I'm just wasting the time. Well, I won't say wasting, but using the time to do a live stream myself. Therefore I use less time to actually check out on the game, and I feel like that's one of my biggest weaknesses, you know. I feel like sometimes I just see myself that I'm not as connected to whatever is going on or the updates about the game. I'm just like, I don't have the time to just do both, stream for others, but at the same time learn for myself, you know. Even though, okay, I'm not gonna lie, like the conversations that I have with you guys are really constructive. They help me like quite a lot. But at the end of the day, yeah, I just need to spend a little bit more time on other people's streams as well, or see some videos. Like, research is really important in Rise of Kingdoms. If you don't do research, you're basically lost. You do have the purple gear for 2nd Infantry March. Okay, but you don't expect me to fight on a Season of Conquest map with purple gear, brother, do you? Because the trades would be basically terrible. I feel like I would just gift my enemy my speed ups, you know? Like, I wouldn't fight with that week of a march. I've been fighting with that week of a march with my first march because I couldn't do any better, but otherwise, like, I would actually prefer to fight with one march, and a really good one, to have some positive trades, rather than fight with 2 marches, you know. I really do believe in the idea that it's better to have like 3 strong marches than have like 5 weak marches. Okay, never mind, Kvk sucks. I got 3x more kills with all my other commanders combined, and we still lost. Oh, Champions of Olympia sucks. I thought you said Kvk. Yeah, I told you, brother. It does suck. Like, when you lose, it does suck. They're only giving it because people have been begging on their knees ever since the game started. I don't think that they will ever give it again. Yeah, I feel like in a way, like, it makes sense for them not to give it, because if the meta switches and the meta changes, then it's not exactly their responsibility to grind on the game. Like, it's yours, man. As a player, you have to grind on the game, make sure that you have the equipments, the golden keys and the golden the golden heads and the golden stars in order to get like the new commanders. Like, their only responsibility is that they should not switch the meta every 6 months or every 3 months. Like, they should switch the meta maybe like once a year or something, so every player who plays the game has the time to actually develop enough golden heads and golden stars to switch the meta with the game, you know. That's like their only responsibility as the game makers. It's not their responsibility to make sure that you have enough golden heads. They are giving you everything. Like, they give you VIP 14, which gives you like 3 golden heads. You have countless events that actually do give you golden heads in case like you just don't have VIP 14. You basically, they've been giving you all the tools as a free-to-play player. You have been giving all the tools to actually grind on the game. Now, if you do not grind, that's on you, that's not on them. Like, at some point they will have to make to switch the meta, so they will have to make money, you know. People will actually need to spend money on the game. So it's kind of like, if they make the game too free, like if they're like, okay, you can reuse the same 1200 golden heads to like remake everything whenever you want, whatever you want, at that point the game itself is going to become less challenging, to the point where people are not going to enjoy it anymore. See, the gap between the free-to-play and the pay-to-win has to exist. It just shouldn't be big enough. Like, it's kind of like finding the sweet spot, you know. If the gap is too big for the free-to-plays and the pay-to-wins, the free-to-plays are going to run out of the game. If the gap is too small, to the point where free-to-play can actually fight with a pay-to-win on an equal ground, then the guy who's paying to win, he's gonna get away. Like, both times, like in both scenarios, the Rise of Kingdoms actually loses. So it's about finding the sweet spot. Your job as a game maker is to make sure that the free-to-play guys as well as the pay-to-win guys actually have fun. The pay-to-win has to always be a little bit more powerful, have more tools, be able to actually have the upper hand. But as a free-to-play, you should be able that, if you are smart enough and if the pay-to-win is dumb enough, you should be able to overpower him. So if they make like if they basically make it so that you can just switch your commanders whenever you want as a free-to-play, then yeah, of course everyone is not gonna want the game anymore, you know. I don't know, I'm saying you can make William Wallace and Ragnar both 5551 and use 2 infantry marches. That's a good idea in itself, man. The problem is that I'm gonna be fighting with purple equipments, and I feel like I'm gonna be losing out a lot more than I will be gaining from it. I will lose a lot of speed ups, unfortunately. And at the end of the day, I feel like I'm just gonna feed kills to my enemy. So I will still fight for now. I'll only fight with one March, you know. And by the time that I have the equipment, by the time that I have like the materials to forge the equipment, by the time that I have everything, then I will decide on a second March. And by decide, I mean like I'm gonna decide right now, you know, because I'm gonna be gathering the equipment, but I will also wait to have the materials before I choose the commanders. But I will definitely be picking the troop type. It's gonna be tough, man. Like it's gonna be hella tough. Like I know, like I have so much work to do. Even on my CPU, I have like so much work to do. Like if I go in here, I actually have to upgrade everything. Like I did my Conqueror's Helm first of all. I really need to get this one. This one here, like all of them need to be like refined to like level 5. Like so much work, man. The blueprints that I need, crazy work. I'm well aware of the grind that I have to put in order to get my account to like the next level. But I'm definitely gonna do it one day. It's gonna take a while though. So you guys will actually have to wait a bit. But I'll definitely be grinding this shit out. They said themselves that they'll try to make sure your investment is worth. This is why they release rather to keep infantry skill damage alive, Ragnar. Yeah, it actually makes sense. It actually makes sense, man. So they're not exactly trying to give handouts. They're trying to like fix the meta. They're trying to make sure that everyone has a chance, and everyone like who is spending money on the game actually has a chance in here. It makes sense. Like to me, it makes perfect sense as to what they're doing. You know, they're trying to run a business in here. They're not trying to be Mother Teresa or something. She's Albanian, so I don't want to speak ill of her. Like she's amazing, but point is, guys, so I have a question. Our Kingsland is in 10 days. Should I run CPO expertise and Ragnar 5521 or run CPO Mehmet 5522 full relic? My Ragnar is still 1111. Well, if Ragnar is still 1111, I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like he's exactly worth it. Should I spend my golden heads before Kingsland for Ragnar? I don't know. Wait, yeah, actually good question by Lee Lauch. Do you not have Liu Che? Because he's amazing with CPO. Honestly, I don't know much about like Mehmet, but I haven't exactly used the guy, so I'm not sure about him. But Ragnar 1111 doesn't seem like exactly viable from what I've checked on the commander. So I don't know. Like if you're gonna be working on Ragnar, maybe, but otherwise I would say like just go for Mehmet, man. He seems like the viable option. I don't know why you don't have Liu Che though. Me and my alliance cooked in Ark of Osiris. Unfortunately I didn't take part in Ark of Osiris this week, man. Like I knew that I was gonna be a little bit busy. I didn't want to like upset my teammates, so I never signed up, I guess. But starting from next week I will always sign up for the silver battlefield. Like this time is the last week that I actually don't do this. Okay, just get this first of all. I'll just get this and then we will do that. I have Liu Che. This is for the second infantry march. But wait, if the second march is CPO, like which one is the first march? Do you have like William Wallace or something? Like who are you pairing with Liu Che? Oh, okay, so the first one is Liu Che, William Wallace. Okay, makes sense. And you're trying to go for the second March being like Scipio and Ragnar. And the fact that you actually got like the the fact that you actually are getting your second March, it's amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm actually envious of you. I honestly cannot wait the day that I will be able to fight with like 2 or 3 marches on the battlefield. Like, fighting with only one, while it is a little bit more easy to fight because you can actually control it more easily, like it's only 1 march, you can position it a lot better, it's still not like viable on the map because it's really hard for me to like kill enough troops. For example, the last KVK I actually killed only 8 million when I wanted to kill like 10 or 15 or 20 million in order to get the rewards from the achievements. So yeah, unfortunately it's while it is really important for me to have like a second march, I just have to wait, I guess. It's definitely costing me. Like, I have to fight like double of whatever everyone else is fighting in order to get the same rewards, I guess. I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know Mehmet too much. All I know is that Ragnar 1111 is not exactly like the most viable commander. Do I have him? I don't know if I have the guy. No, I don't believe I have released Ragnar in here, but okay. Is it like leadership? Where exactly is the Ragnar right now? Oh, I also need to unlock my CPO too. Oh, exactly is the Ragnar. Come on, come on, come on, work. Honestly, oh, never mind. I do have him. I do have him. I do have him. I do have him. Yeah, like, you're missing on too much stuff in here, man. You're actually missing on too much in here. Like, 1111 doesn't exactly seem like he's really viable. Wait. Not here. Meister Consti, hello man. Welcome to the stream today. How are you doing, brother? Right. Let's see where to go from here. There we go. There's a good spot in here. You can kill these 3. What KVK format did we sign up for? That's a good question. Tides of War. We went for Tides of War. Honestly, it's not half bad. Like, it's the same one that we did. Didn't we do like Tides of War the last time as well? Yeah, we actually did. Like, it's the same one that we did. Yeah, it's the same one. Like, we did. Yeah, we did like Tides of War the last time, and it's the same one we're doing this time as well. I actually like it. Like, I actually learned to enjoy that. It's amazing. If you know what the tides are for, what to do, what to not do, then why not? it's a good like KVK format. Yeah, my suggestion to you is not investing on archers, get targeted a lot. I still think Mehmet double relic is better than Ragnar 5521. Wait, Ragnar is 5521? Oh, where did I even see the fact that Ragnar was 1111, man? My bad. I guess I just missed out on that. I still hope we meet next KVK. We also register for this. Wait, you registered for Tides of War? Did you, weren't you like gonna register like on the beginning of January or something? I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I'm actually like really nervous about this KVK, because I don't feel like my kingdom is ready. I just don't feel like my kingdom is ready. I really hope that we manage to win, but I don't feel like my kingdom is ready. Just something like I have like a really bad vibe. I have a really bad vibe about this. But then again, I guess I will finally be able to tell what state my kingdom is in. So if we're like in a really bad position, in a really bad state, then I guess it's time to bail out. I wanted to play like 3 KVKs in here, but at the end of the day, like, you know, I actually hate the fact that I will migrate if I do, because all the amount of silver that I'm losing, because I'm no longer like the guy, like I came into like 3269 as 29 million or something, you know. So now I need to actually use a lot more golden heads than before, meaning that, I'm sorry, a lot more passports than before, meaning that it's gonna be a lot harder for me to actually migrate as many times as I want to. So I really should be careful if I pick like another kingdom. Then again, maybe we win, like I don't know, maybe I'm just talking out of my asshole and I just don't even know what I'm talking about. So we will see, like we will actually see what state 3269 is into. Yes, we did the kingdom voting, but we registered this pop-up. Oh, nice. Is it the players of the leadership why are concerned about your kingdom? Yeah, like some could be that, I guess. Like these guys denying. Okay, he's been a leader for a while. Miguelian, not really. Like honestly, most of these people, they haven't been an R4 for a long time, meaning like I don't know their R4 like experience, I guess. So I'm kind of like thinking that maybe they just don't know how to lead the KVK, you know. They might be really good guys. I have like nothing personal against them, but from my experience, I've seen that not everyone knows how to lead a KVK. Like not everyone knows exactly what to do in what position, like to take decision, to put the towers at the right place, I guess. It's just being a KVK leader, it's something else, man. Like also I don't even know like the amount of time that they will be available on the map, you know. So my fear about my kingdom right now is that we might be into like that position where if a single person is not online, nobody can lead. You feel me? So I hope that we are not into that single leader type of leadership where one guy basically makes all the decision making, and if he's not online, then we are basically AFK. So yeah, that does actually concern me, man. Is it the best state? You should check out 3132. We need active players. Like I said, maybe I'm talking too soon, but we will see, man. This KVK is basically gonna show everything. Like it's gonna show if we're like in a good place, in a bad place, if we need help, whatever is going on. And yeah, I guess if I need to come to 3132, why not, man? But we will see. Like I'm not exactly saying that I will migrate for certain. All I'm saying is that I hope that my kingdom is not in a bad state, because going to KVK into like when you know that you are not able to win it is like the worst decision that you can make, because we are not going for recovery KVK. We are going to fight. We are going to waste resources. We are going to waste speed ups. We are going to waste troops. We are going to waste time. We are going to waste like patience. Like all of this is actually happening. Yeah, it's not the same thing. If you go for like a recovery KVK, you know that you are not going there to win. You know that you're just going to farm gems, to like do barbs, to do forts, and that's it, you know. But if you're gonna go and give it your all and still come up short, then yeah, it's actually gonna, a lot of people are gonna get nervous. A lot of people are gonna quit the kingdom if things go south, you know. Like it's, I don't know, man. I don't feel like we are ready, but at the same time, I guess we just need to go for this. I somehow won a 2 vs 1 with 70k troops against the tier 5 and 40k troops with the tier 5 with 25k. Well, it depends on what commander he used. Like if he went with shitty commanders, even if it's like tier 4 versus tier 5, he'll still gonna win, you know. Like the commander is basically like what makes the biggest difference. Yeah, the buffs do, like the equipments do, the armaments do, but like if they go like with what how can I say it? Like if they go with like a shitty commander, like for example with Constance or with Joanne, whatever, like, then yeah, of course it's gonna happen. You can always trade positive, man. That's why whenever you go like in a KVK in a battlefield, your most important job is to find out who to attack. Like if you see like a squishy commander, maybe like a Charles Martel or something like that, you definitely will want to go for them. So if you find like a weak commander, definitely go. You need to know who to attack in a KVK map. The amount of times that I've actually traded positive just because I went for the right commander is crazy. Now, normally you keep it in dot mode, okay? Normally you keep it like this. But if you like 5 people or 10 people, you just see like whatever marches the enemy is using and you just turn that against them. I see a lot of people who use like 5 marches, even though they know that 2 of their marches are like really weak. Like they know this shit. They know that their march is really weak, but they still go with multiple marches. So you just capitalize on that. You just go for the weak march. You take advantage of it. Keep us in mind, and you can always reach out if you're like interested. Anyways, wish you all the best for your KVK. Going to be fun as every KVK. Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun, man. I feel like there's going to be like a lot of drama, a lot of stuff to see. Definitely, like I know that I will have fun. It's just I would love to have a win, you know? You feel me? Like it's kind of like why lose those rewards? That's all I'm going for, because I'm gonna be investing 50 days into this KVK. So at the end of the day, if you could end the 50 days with like a win, it would be amazing. If at the end of 50 days you basically just wasted 50 days, then not exactly going to be happy about it. I won because he used cavalry and I used infantry for real. Well, he used Nevsky and Huo Qbing, and he used the cavalry and you still won? That's weird. Like, okay, that's I'm glad that you won, but how? Like, if he used Nevsky, I'm sorry, like if he used Nevsky as a primary commander, it doesn't seem like his march should have been that weak, you know? And if he's like tier 5, that means that his equipments also should be really good, unless he like didn't transfer them, then that's like another thing. But yeah, it's actually weird that you won that trade. You're definitely right about that. My first infantry march is gonna be Scipio Liu Che, not William Wallace Liu Che. Okay, and why are you gonna do that? Like, okay, in my case, I'm doing Scipio Liu Che because I already have Scipio ready, so I'm not gonna waste all my golden stars and golden heads for like a commander which basically is gonna do like 10% better than Scipio. But otherwise, I would definitely do that. Nevsky Huo is not ideal for open field. It's single target only for duels. Yeah, but that was a duel, right? Like you fought in a duel, right? Duality. That's why I'm saying that it's kind of like crazy, the fact that he won that trade, man. Like, knowing the like duality's like position right now, knowing the fact that he's only 10 million power, knowing the fact that he doesn't have like the best equipments, like basically purple ones, knowing the fact that he doesn't have the tier 5 either, you know, like it's actually weird that he won that trade. I wonder what sorcery actually took place in there. Bjorn is such a legend. Favorite commander, I remember him carrying me KVK 1 and 2. I actually never used Bjorn, but I do know that he's really good. Like, a lot of people actually recommend Bjorn for KVK 1 and 2, but I actually went with Charles Martel for me. Like, for me it was Charles Martel, and if I'm not mistaken, the secondary commander was YSG. And YSG by that time, and I haven't worked on him ever since, but YSG was 4121. And then, you know, I just saved my golden heads and golden stars because I knew that I was coming to KVK 3 soon. So I just saved them for CPO. But yeah, like for me it was Charles Martel. I still love the guy, and I love the fact that he actually got the fourth upgrade in the museum. You know, I actually love this thing. the third one, I'm sorry. Like the fact that he got this one, like I'm actually really glad, because I love Charles Martel, man. This guy carried me like throughout KVK 1 and 2. He was amazing. And you know, I actually always hate it whenever you drop a commander that you have been using for such a long time, and he was like your ace, you know. So whenever you drop that commander, it's kind of like a piece of your soul leaving you, man. To me, I really don't like switching. Like, I'm the type of guy who's really nostalgic about something. I get attached to things really quickly. Okay. Okay. Well, okay, you didn't win the trade, but you have traded a lot better than what normally you should have traded, you know. Like, you should have traded a lot worse, man. You should have traded a lot worse, honestly. He has all these buffs. He has all these buffs. Yeah, it's definitely a weird trade. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's definitely a weird trade, but congratulations. Have you ever talked to the king, man? Like, were you like able to talk to the king, so maybe you can get into like that first rank alliance or something? I feel like that would really push your account, man. If you're not willing to give your account right now, you want to still go and like Durify, you definitely should talk to the king to maybe land a spot into the first rank commander. The first rank alliance. It was a 2 versus 2, but they had 60k and we had 30k. Were you focused? Like, if you weren't focused doing that 2 versus 2 first, then I guess you did have time to land a little bit of damage before they focused you. That would actually explain it, yeah. CPO Charles Martel is most common season of Conquest Transition Commander. Yeah, I bet the Obelisk was worn by many of your teammates. That's why I lost the fight and won the duel. Yeah, I believe that's actually what happened. I believe that he wasn't focusing duality at the beginning, and that's why duality was able to land so much damage before, like, he was focused and killed at the end. It was 2 versus 2, only 4 people joined for the first 20 minutes, so we only 2 versus 2. Nice, man, nice. Like, overall I would say nice. Like, I actually love the fact that your account is improving. Again, you have too much work to do. You definitely have too much work to do on that account, brother, I won't lie. But the fact that you are like with us, like you're still grinding, the fact that you're like still part of the team, you don't give up, I actually like it. I like that, and I respect that about you, because you are working on an account that is technically broken. Shit, man. Like, now that I know the game a little bit better, I understand the fact that that account is literally broken, and it's going to take so much time to fix it up. And to have the patience to fix it up, to have like the nerves, like the determination, the grind, to wake up every single day, to know that you have to do so much work in order to like improve your account and still be able to do it. I'm not lying, man. Like, that shit is amazing. So duality, man, you definitely have my respect, brother. I'm doing the same thing as you are, like, technically, because my account is not in the best shape either, you know. Like, I've done thousands of mistakes at the beginning where I didn't even know what Rise of Kingdoms was. But yeah, like, it's taking time, but I'm doing the same thing as you, but not nearly on the same level. Like, you're putting a lot more hard work than I am. I ain't gonna lie. Buzzhole, hello, man. I'm back. Welcome back, brother. Although I'm not gonna lie, I'm really trying to remember who you are. I'm sorry, like, I know that this one hurt your feelings, but I'm really trying to remember right now. Ever, can you believe for Alliance Mobilization, our main alliance got matched with 1093? Shit, man. You're definitely gonna win it. Wow, okay. Yeah, are you like in the Salzer and Suzanne, whatever it's called, like the biggest league, I guess? If you're matching with 1093, then I'm guessing you are there. Duality says we were losing at the stars because it was me and a 30 million player against a 7 million and a 60 million player with tier 5. Show me the account, please. You mean to show me the account of Duality? Oh, this is your... Oh, Slamming Chan, hello, man. Okay, now I remember you, brother. Hello, hello, Mr. King. First time I ever met you, I forgot a name, lol. No, like, I don't believe that he showed up with this name before. Like, I almost never remember name. I almost never forget about names who show up in my YouTube channel. I don't remember the details about those guys. Like if they tell me like a story and they show up like 2 months later, I'm probably gonna remember like who they were, but I do remember that they have been in here, you know. So this is my official YouTube account, Buzzhole3478. Okay, do you like do YouTube? Do you do YouTube? Like you have like a strange I would say account picture as if you are doing streaming or something. Duality wants to see his account and what he rebuilds. Oh, sure. His account is called Dudify. Yeah, this guy. So this is like the account of Duality, by the way. He is he is like, he's putting a lot of work, man. But I remember when Duality showed for like the first time in Rise of Kingdoms. Well, he showed it in my YouTube channel, I'm sorry. For the first time that Duality showed in my YouTube channel, like he was like 6 million power. He was like really underpowered. He was basically like not even able to get into like a good alliance. And now he's like 10 million. Like he's still like in the Season of Conquest kingdom. Like he's not nearly as powerful as he should. Like he should be at least 30 million power. He should have like really good marches, but he's actually working so hard, man. Like he's actually improving at such a fast rate that I actually cannot do much, but I actually respect the guy for his grind. Like to know that your account is broken, to know that you have to put so much work to actually have like the determination to do that. Like he just doesn't quit. And it's funny because he's like one of the guys who has showed up on 99% of my streams. Like the amount of times that Duality doesn't show up is really rare, to the point where I'm like bothered, or I'm thinking to myself maybe he's sick or something, you know. Like the fact that I feel like he's grinding too much, and that's a good thing. Like I feel like he's over grinding, even me. He's doing a lot better on the game than I am when you think about it. Ouch, in Old Kingdom this is hard. Yes, like most of the guys would have quit by now. Like most of the guys would have been like, okay man, just F this. Not him. Like he's somehow he's actually keep going. Like he's keep going. He even made farms. I remember a friend of mine quit the game and returned like after 5 months. He had 11 million power. Now he sits at 22 million and did so much progress in only a few months. Yes, like I know of so many people who have done that, but not quite nearly as extreme as Duality. Like can you imagine taking like a 4 million account and being like, okay, I will become like 50 million and actually play with these people? How much time do you need to do that? When I don't show up, it's probably I'm working or I'm hanging out with friends. Brother, I'm not saying that you should show up, don't get me wrong. All I'm saying is that I love the fact that you are so much active about this game, to the point where you never miss a stream. Like you play so much Rise of Kingdoms, and your dedication to the game is actually respectable. It's respectable. Like I'm saying this money, if I was like the king of a kingdom, I would definitely take you in and give you a shot, you know. And by shot I mean like I will give you a place at the first rank alliance, give you the time to grow, and probably I would restrict you from having like a city hall 25 for a while, so you will not show up on like the weight like during a KVK, during the matchmaking. But overall, like I'll definitely give you a shot at the first rank alliance, man. I feel like you definitely deserve that. So you should definitely talk to the king of whoever your kingdom, or like the leadership of the first rank alliance, and be like, hey man, I'm just looking for a spot. I'm looking for no trouble. I'm looking to grind the fuck out of this game, and if possible, please give me a spot in the first rank alliance. Like, I'm sure they do. Like, if it's C rank kingdom, I'm really sure that they do have plenty of spots. Like, look at this. Like, they have half of this, like right now, like about 45 places in here are like farms, you know. Like, I'm pretty sure the first rank alliance has a spot for you there. You just have to convince them. You have to convince them that you're like active enough. Go stay into the kingdom chat a lot, talk a lot with everyone, you know, like try to basically just show yourself for an active player, and everyone is going to give you like the spot. People love, like, I'm telling you, like, being active and being someone who always shows up, who always makes joke, who has like that community spirit, can really take you far into games. Well, I only play 2 to 4 hours a day. If I did more, I could probably be sitting at 50 million or more. Brother, at the end of the day, you should try and find like the balance between work and gaming. Like, at the end of the day, Rise of Kingdoms is just a game, okay? Rise of Kingdoms is just a game, okay? So don't never ever forget that. Rise of Kingdoms is not gonna make you rich. Rise of Kingdoms is not gonna give you food on the table. Rise of Kingdoms is not gonna give you a family and a happy family. Rise of Kingdoms is not gonna buy you a house. Rise of Kingdoms is not gonna buy you like a car. Rise of Kingdoms is not gonna give you bitches, okay? So at the end of the day, you just remember that it's just a game. It's a great game. It's an amazing game. You should definitely have some fun. Like, it's a hobby, but never mistake Rise of Kingdoms for a job or for anything else. So 2 to 4 hours, I feel like you are already investing enough, and you shouldn't like go above and beyond just for that. That's my opinion, at least. The good old days of just being so naive on Rise of Kingdoms. Yeah, true, man. True. I remember, like, okay, I wasn't playing Rise of Kingdoms, I was playing like another game called like Kingdoms of Camelot, but I basically I quit on the game for like 3 years, and I came back, and I was like in a dead alliance, and I was grinding hard, like I was trying to like get back on my feet. It took me, I would say, about 2 years to actually get my account to a good state. 2 years, literally. And I remember, like, at that kingdom there was one alliance that was really powerful, but everyone hated. Like, they were like 3rd or 4th place or something, but everyone hated. Like, they were like at war with the rest of the kingdom, you know. And I remember that they took me in, man, and immediately I was like, shit, I actually came into the one alliance who's the target of the whole kingdom. But those guys kept me safe. Those guys gave me like a really good community. Those guys like sent me resources. Those guys basically bought me teleports. Like, they actually invested so hard in me. Like, we had like this old like Facebook chat that we were talking the whole time. Amazing people, love them, miss them. Like, from most of them I actually still have them on my Facebook as friends, even though I don't talk to them anymore. But shit, man, like those were the good old times, you know. Like, we were enjoying games back then. It wasn't too much about grinding, it was more about just having fun, like having that good solid community. I would wake up at the middle of the night because the alarm would sound, because we had like these bots where if you were attacked, your whole computer would actually shout an alarm, like an ambulance or something, or like a firefighters, you know. Point is, man, like that was fun, man. I remember waking at like 2 a.m. in the night because the alarm was sounding. I was like logging into the game, like boom, 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 just being like put on the shield or maybe teleport, or just like, are we going to defend? Yeah, we're going to defend. Everyone sent reinforcements, you know. The games were fun back then. Messing around with friends, spending golden heads on Clio, having fun with newbies. Yeah, man. I sent a message 5 days ago in Kingdom chat, and it's the second last message. Lol. Shit, man, that sucks. Hold on, man. Rise of Kingdom gets you bitches? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That's why I specified it. That's why I specified it. It's not gonna get you those stuff. Working is gonna get you bitches. Money is gonna get you bitches. Partying might get you bitches. Playing Rise of Kingdoms? Nah, man. This is after you know the game, right? This is bigger than Rise of Kingdoms. Did I hear the okay, well, you can play Rise of Kingdoms as an 80 years old. You cannot get bitches as an 80 years old, man. Not without money. You can play Rise of Kingdoms without money, but you're not gonna get bitches without money at 8 years old, man. So right now you're young, you try and get those. You try and have fun. And by bitches, I mean like really good girls, okay? The type who loves to get on their knees and just say, yes, daddy. Had a couple of exes that I met from Rise of Kingdoms. Okay, if you're like the type of person who actually is molesting every like woman that you're finding in Rise of Kingdoms, then maybe. But personally, whenever I'm gaming, I don't exactly think too much about women, man. I just want to game. Like I see like the amount of like girls and stuff that we have in the alliance in here that I never talk to because I'm never interested. I'm just not interested. Like if I'm gaming, I'm gaming. It's my time to game. It's not my time to just do drama with the girls, you know. Honestly, man, I swear to God, like the amount of girls that just are in the chat, and I never ever pay attention to them. Like my gaming time is my gaming time, okay? I'm the alpha here. Like I'm not going for girls right now. Like I can do that at any other moment, not now. Like right now I'm focusing on grinding on the game. I'm not grinding on you. Now, breaking up with your kingdom that you've been in 3 years hurts more than a divorce in 30 years. True. True. Definitely right about that. To be honest, I don't even know how I would get girlfriends at Rise of Kingdoms while fucking around. I don't know either, man. Like I know in League of Legends you would get some. Like okay, if you're like really high ranked in in League of Legends, you would have like girls who would basically just love for you to like carry their accounts, because you could play as a team, and the way it works is that you play as a team, and yeah, like you basically, if you're like good enough, you can play good enough and win the game for both of them, and you will basically rank them up as well. So I know of a lot of people who, or basically a lot of girls who actually would do that. They would find like really high ranking players, and they would be like technically you're a couple, and okay, they would be doing everything for you that you wanted, but in exchange, like they just want you to like rank them up in the game. Like that's like the lowest form of prostitution I've seen, man. I ain't gonna lie. But it was fun. Like this was fun. It was like the good old days. It was like the good old days. I was like, what, like 16, 17 at that time, you know, like shit. They were like approximately like the same age. Crazy shit, man. If I did something like that right now, I'd probably get my ass in jail. So I wouldn't even try. Like never ever, you know, because I don't even want to go there anymore. But point is, man, there are some games where you can technically get some fun out of it, but at the end of the day, it's not a real girl, man. It's like keep gaming and women out of like just keep them like distance from each other. I mean, that's the same thing in Rise of Kingdoms. Bitches want to hang out with whales for some flush strips. Okay, but in here it's kind of different, because most of the people who play Rise of Kingdoms do have a little bit of money, you know. Like most of the people who play Rise of Kingdoms are like serious people who have a job or something. So I don't see many people in here struggling for like $5 scripts. Personally, I always had money for a $5 script, man, and I've never seen like anyone beg out for scripts in here. Yeah, you enjoy them when you get them for free, like why not? But it's not like $5, you know, that's your price. Kind of like too low. I don't know, man. Honestly, I've never seen the dark side of Rise of Kingdoms, nor do I want to do that. I don't really want to get into trouble with women from gaming. Like, why would I do that, man? To me, this one like is strict business. I actually enjoy playing Rise of Kingdoms. I love grinding the game. Yeah, like I just don't want to mess out with any of these things, man. I don't want to get myself into trouble. Even more if you're like a public figure. Like, have you, the amount of streamers who actually lost their channels just because they got involved into drama with like women, who then just came out as like, well, he harassed me. Like, never mind the tits picture that I sent to him, like he basically harassed me. He sent heart emojis to that. So man, I don't even want to get into that shit. Like it's dark, man. The internet nowadays is really dark. You try and get your ass into Twitter, man. You, as much as breathe as a guy, you literally get judged for life. I've seen so many streamers lose their jobs, and because for most of them, like for me, it's a hobby, man. I don't give a shit about my YouTube channel, meaning that if I lose it right now, I will probably be sad, but not exactly going to impact my my financial life, you know. But there's people who have been grinding and who have been putting so much work into like their Twitch accounts or YouTube accounts. They've been trying so hard to basically get a good YouTube channel or a good Twitch channel, and in the end you get like some woman who basically talks to you for like 6 months, a year. They basically do whatever they want with you, and at the end of the day they just show up and be like, well, I didn't really want to do those things, you know, like he basically forced me into it. And they're like, how? Well, you know, like he just said that he was sad, so I sent him this, and then, you know, but I didn't want to, like I just sent them because he was sad. He never said no, you don't have to do it. So I don't want to get into that type of drama, brother. Lounge, I don't know if that's if you're coming or leaving, brother, with those emojis. If you're leaving, then have a good one, brother. The only girls that approach me are the 3 and 7 year older than me. Okay, like okay, listen, if you're like over 18 and they're over 18, it's okay. Again, I don't mean like if you're like 50 years old and they're like 19, like that's some weird shit going on in there. But I mean, like if you're both over 18, like then never mind the fucking 5 years difference, man. Like who gives a shit? Jokes on you. First girlfriend I got in Rise of Kingdoms was 32 years old and I was 15. Shit. Yeah, okay, like okay, like that she should go in jail, man. She should go in jail. I'm sorry, man, honestly, like I just I don't want to be getting too much into this drama, man, like pedophilia and stuff like that. But all I'm saying is that I've seen too many guys get cooked from getting involved with women when they actually have some shit. Like it's just the internet nowadays basically ruins you to the point where I don't even want to try and build something. I don't even like shit, man. If I see a girl, I'm just staying silent. I'm minding my own business. I'm like, you ain't gonna destroy my business. Now, man, betrayal from your alliance is worse than getting cheated on. True, and true. Especially with AI, people come making fake stuff on others. True as well. I'm telling you, man, for me, gaming is like, yeah, man, I've been grinding so much in Rise of Kingdoms. I would most likely be less sad if my girl left me. Well, if my ex-girl left me, because she already left. But if I would probably be more sad on losing my Rise of Kingdoms account than, yeah, whatever sadness I felt when she left me. Girlfriend and old on online games, what the fuck? Yeah. That doesn't make it okay. Yeah, I don't feel like shit that makes it okay either, man. Like shit, man, there's some dark places in the internet where you don't even want to go, man. Like I never mess with girls over a certain age. Like right now, for example, I'm like 27. I haven't messed with girls in a long time, but I would probably not even mess with a girl younger than 22. I don't know, man, like it's just like the internet is really weird now. They judge you because you're breathing, let alone like if you're talking to a 19 years old or 20 years old. They're like, there's 7 years of difference in there. Don't you see how that's really bad? How you're taking advantage of her? How you are... Okay, whatever. Whatever, keep your fucking girl. I don't even want her. The 32 years old could be your mother. Now she's 17 when you're born. Okay, honestly, I never understood the age of consent, man. Like that's really a weird notion. Like I understand the fact that you're an adult, plus 18 minus 18, but the age of consent, like 14 is the age of consent. I don't get that shit, honestly. Like who are you consenting to? Who are you consenting to? Like some weird grandpa on the street? Bro, she was in Argentina, basically white Latina. Last time I checked up on her, she got a son. Is it your son? Or is it just hers? Not gonna lie, if my alliance betrayed me, I'd be depressed for sure. Top 1 anime betrayal. Brother, we were betrayed in a KVK and I still felt more sad than I lost the KVK than when my ex-girl left me. Losing Rise of Kingdoms account is like losing your soul. When you lose a girl, you break your heart, but then you can recover. Meanwhile, after 6 years, you are still crying after losing 70 million power account. True. I remember one guy, like he was like we were like in the middle of the bar. We were like drinking like coffee or something. I don't remember exactly, or maybe Coca-Cola. Anyway, like he logs into, like, he was playing Clash of Kings at that time. His city got attacked. He got zeroed, and the guy has yelled like he has never yelled before, and he wasn't eating for like 2 days. Like, he wasn't the same guy. He was thinking about all the things that he would do to the people who did this to him. Like, my gosh, I was like, brother, it's just a game. It's like, it's not a fucking game, brother. I've been playing this game for like 2 years, and now I'm zeroed. It's gonna take me another year to actually get back what I lost. And I was like, okay, just quit the game, man. He never did. Like, he's still playing Clash of Kings, actually. But at the end of the day, let's be honest, man. Like, if you're like with a girl for like a long time, you just want to switch. Like, you just want to switch. Like, if you're like with a girl for a long time, you just want to switch. Like, so at the end of the day, whenever she leaves you, you're kind of like, you're depressed for a little bit of time, but then you realize, man, I just got the best opportunity ever. Now I can go and get a new girl. And we're talking about whenever you're like young, because then you gotta marry, you have children, you would never do that. But yeah. Nah, bro, Philippines age of consent is like 12. What the freaking age is that? Age of consent and age of behind, cause what is age of behind, man? The age you take it from behind? What the hell is that shit? Where do you come up with these notions? Is that like a 69 age, like a missionary age, like cowgirl age? Like, how many ages do you guys have? Oh, being. Okay. This makes sense. This makes sense. Okay. It was getting really weird, man. Honestly, it was getting really weird. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? What's an age of behind? Holy shit, brother. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, it makes sense now. Like, oh god. Okay, but why is there like two different ages? Like, what's the difference between age of consent and age of like being an adult? Like, if you're like age of consent, what do you do that you cannot do as an adult, or what's like the difference basically? Pinoy duality. KVK1 Babotea, hello man, welcome to the stream. No, we are actually in Season of Conquest, brother. I know that my account is really weak and it sucks, but unfortunately we are like in a Season of Conquest. Sparky, hello brother, how are you? Welcome to the stream, man. Pause, exactly, man, pause. Like, for a moment I was like, what the freaking hell is going on here? I honestly was like, what the fucking hell? Like, this got really weird in like 10 seconds, man. Age of behind now, bro. Yeah, like, it would be like the first time, man. But then again, you go into like Reddit, you go into like Twitter, you see, or maybe x.com, whatever they call it these days, but you go in there and you see so many weird stuff that honestly an age of behind it would not be a weird notion anymore. Like, I would be like, okay, there's a new stuff coming on around. Like, now there's an age from the front and there's an age from behind. Okay, makes sense. I guess there's an age for like, there's like age for like BJs as well, but whatever. Here, by the end of the year I will be better than you. Which year, man? Because you have like 50 more days before 2024 ends. So if you can get better than me in 15 days, I would really respect you. I'm doing fine. I'm doing good. Find a new kingdom where I'm going to in a week. Nice, brother. What's the kingdom name? Like, I mean number. Oh shit. Wasn't paying attention. Age of consent means you can consent for sex. Age of adulthood basically means you are in control of your life, not your parents anymore. So you can consent for sex 14 years old to a 13-year-old guy? In Philippines, that's 12. Yeah, that's sick, honestly. Like, that's sick. Like, I can see it, an 18 years old girl. Honestly, I believe that it should be 21, truth being said. I believe that it should be 21, because I believe that it's that time that you are technically growing a little bit more and you understand life to the point where you can make a little bit more smart choices, you know, to where you can be like considered an adult. But that being said, like 12, it's sick, man. Like 12, I have cousins who are like 15 or 14 years old. I cannot even imagine them consenting. Like, what the hell, man? I'm thinking, I see girls, and I see little girls in there. I'm like, they're definitely not ready to have a boyfriend or stuff like that. Anyway, man, I don't know. Age of Bad is crazy. I wonder who said that. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, like that shit was hilarious, man. Like, it got me thinking for a moment. I was like, what the freaking hell is going on out there that I didn't even know about? Because nowadays youth, man, they come up with like weird stuff, you know, weird notions, weird everything. So it will not be the weirdest thing I've heard, honestly. 14 is drinking age. You know, in drinking age, it's funny, like, drinking age is still 18 and smoking age, but you get to fuck your brains out at 12. Like, what is that, man? Honestly, I feel like that's weird. I really do believe that it should be 21. Like, the old age of consenting, it's a dumb thing. It's too low, honestly. It's too young. Like, you should know, man. But then again, that's my perception on that. I don't think you can, not gonna lie. Pretty sure an adult has sex with a minor, it's a crime. It normally applies for other minors. Well, with other minors you can do whatever the fuck you want, but yeah. An adult, yeah, like an adult with a minor, that thing should not even exist. This is why there's so many teenage moms in Philippines. Brother, that's crazy. Although I ain't gonna lie, that the last girl that I talked from Philippines, like, she was fire, man. She was like 28. Oh, sure, I was like 24, 25. Like, it happened, like, actually no, a little bit more, you know. No, I was like 23. She was like 27, 28. I'm telling you, man, that chick was crazy. And we started like really slow. We took our time. We honestly, we took our time. Like, we were talking about it at least months before we even got into like the well, whatever, the attraction part, you know. Like, we were just talking and it just went there. I honestly thought I had no chance with her. Like, when we first started, I was like, I have no chance with this girl. Like, it's never gonna happen. Like, I'm never going nowhere. I'm just basically wasting some time in here. I don't know, man. Like, shit, bro. 6 months later, like, whew, I'm telling you, and okay, I deleted everything, but she could have sent me like the best stuff, the best content ever, man. I could have ever had on my phone. I don't have it anymore. I feel bad about it, but at the end of the day, I just deleted everything because I was like, okay, I'm gonna respect this girl. Like, she basically went on to like marry someone. Like, she married someone. Like, she was like, okay, my family found someone suitable for me. I need to end like this conversation. I was like, okay, yeah, I totally understand it. So I deleted everything, and now of course everyone's like on its own like journey, to the point where I don't even have like a Facebook or anything, so I don't even have contacts. Like, even if I wanted to find her again, it would not be possible for me. But yeah, man, Philippines girls like are crazy. Now 12, they don't even know what their dating is, and they're not gonna get to the final base. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's really crazy. Ever you quit smoking eventually? By the way, I did quit smoking for like 7 months. I had a cousin who came in here like 2 weeks ago, so I did smoke a couple of cigarettes, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I definitely quit smoking on general, meaning that I don't feel like smoking. Like, he left, and I never bought me like a pack of cigarettes or anything. So yeah, I would say that I'm clean on smoking for now. We'll see though, we'll see. It's a weird thing, like with cigarettes. I mean, it's kind of like with Coca-Cola, you know, like you think that you've quit it, but it's kind of like you see the Coca-Cola on the shelf and you're like, maybe I want a glass tonight. So it's not exactly like if you quit smoking, you will never crave for any smoking. It's kind of like you will always, whenever you see that pack of cigarettes, you will always want to take one. but it's just not the same craving. Like it's not your body basically trembling because it needs a cigarette, but you still have the I'll say it like the desire for it. I remember when I created a fake OnlyFans account for a dog of mine. You mean like a person, right? Not actually a dog, brother. And I made $400. I thought I was gonna go nowhere since it was a joke, but I saw I made money. That's the weirdest story I've ever heard, brother. That's the weirdest story I've ever heard. Like, how did you make an OnlyFans account for a dog? Who the fuck paid you $400 for what? A naked picture of the dog? The dog is naked by itself. What exactly did you do to the dog for you to get $400, brother? Holy shit, I don't even know if I want the answer to that. What the? Honestly, man, that's a weird ass story. I ain't gonna lie. That's a weird ass story. The weirdest one I've heard. Hey, but did you see the 1365 Kingsland? Yeah, they lost, man. The fact they lost so easily, I was expecting a lot more fighting, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that KVK got settled so quickly, yeah, it feels bad. I was really expecting it to go differently. I was expecting a lot more fighting. Damn, I'm about to start having relapse hearing about that relationship marriage thing. Yeah, I miss the old days, man. I was talking to girls. I do miss that. But and definitely the Philippines were always next level. The Philippines and the Latinas were definitely next level. I ain't gonna lie. Like, okay, the white girls, again, I don't want to be racist or anything. I'm just saying, like, in terms of like my experience, like the white girls, you just need to do a lot of talking, man, and they're not nearly as dirty as other ethnics. So yeah, like it takes a lot of work. Personally, I want to talk to girls, but I don't want to, like, if I exceed like 2 weeks and we're not exactly going to like the heat zone, to me it's like a waste of time, you know. That Latina though, like, I'm sorry, that Philippines girls though, it's maybe the first one that I actually talked to for such a long time, even though I knew that the conversation was going basically nowhere. And I'm probably never gonna do that again, because I never did that again. Like, I never had the nerves or the determination to redo the same thing, you know. I found a monkey account and that's where I got the idea from. And also I took pictures of the dog. What pictures of dog did you even have, honestly? Who the fuck pays $400 for the dog's nose and oh my god, man, the people are so sick nowadays. The people are so fucking sick nowadays. Now, bro, I went to Colombia once and I got bricked up seeing a flight attendant. Oh yeah, those are hot. Those are hot, man. Flight attendants are hot, man. Most of them are. Like they basically are chosen to get hot, because if you're paying like all the money for the travel, you're kind of like, okay, am I going with, like, let me give you an example, am I going with like Wizz Air or am I going with like Emirates? Emirates had some hot bitches, so I'm going with Emirates. The prices are the same, but you get the better service, you know. You get a double D girl, like she gives you like the, do you want the chocolate? Yeah, you definitely want the chocolate, you know. Again, I'm going too ham on this, but you get the point, man. 2377 are him crazy? I don't know, man. Like, the 2377 really proved to be next level. Like, I was expecting 1365 to just put up a fight, you know, but 2 days later the whole fight is gone. They've basically kicked them out of Kingsland. Like, 1365 is literally burning. I went there to check them today, and yeah, like, it just wasn't, the KVK is already done for. I was expecting a lot more fighting, man. For 2 big Imperiums, I was expecting like 4 or 5 days of fighting at least. I prefer Colombians and Brazilians. You know what I never ever had to crave about? Asians. I never ever had to crave for Asians, man. I don't know, I just I guess I never ever felt that crave because I don't like them too skinny, you know. I'm not looking for some fat girl, okay? I'm just not looking for skinny, you know. I'm looking for some, like, there should be a little bit of heat in there. 2377 top 3 for sure. 1960 and 1093 in trouble. I feel like 2377 is definitely going to give them a run for their money. And 1093, honestly, the last KVK that those guys had, they just felt really weak. Like 1093 felt really weak the last KVK. Yes, it was a free KVK for them, but they just didn't feel nearly as powerful as before. I don't know why. So yeah, I feel like 2377 is definitely going to give them like a run for their money. Japanese and Koreans are also hot. Yeah, I never ever liked them too much. I don't know. They're mostly bang haircuts. I don't know, man. I never liked the Asians too much. 1960 on top, nothing compares to it. Against 2377 could be a fun KVK. Yeah, I do believe that 1960 versus 2377 would be a fun KVK. Although, I'm not gonna lie, I would love a second round of 1093 versus 1960. A second round of 1093 versus 1960 would be amazing. Even now that 1093 has dropped a little bit, so yeah, like I feel like now that they've dropped a little bit, it should be a lot more balanced as a KVK. Like 1093 the first time was just crazy big on size, so it was like impossible for a fun KVK. But now I feel like they're like nearly like the same level. I don't know why I believe that. Hopefully JST doesn't disband, because they're arguably one of the most well-known alliances in the game. I don't feel like they will disband, but they will definitely make some improvements. A lot of people are gonna leave who didn't like carry the weight, and a lot of people are gonna come into like new players. So I do feel like that's what's gonna happen, you know. A lot of people are leaving and a lot of people are gonna come back. Now I know that they're an Imperium, meaning that it's gonna be hard for them to like get as many new members as they want to, because they would struggle with the immigration. But I still believe that they are definitely gonna shrink down, you know, get rid of some people so they can just drop for a while, you know. He looking for some job. Did he just say that's getting too far? Wait, what? Oh. No, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying that I'm just not too much into skinny girls, you know. Never felt that, you know, that urge with skinny girls. '60 versus '93 rematch. Now it's more even. Yes, I believe that. I do believe that 60 versus '93 right now would be an even and a fun KVK to watch. Yeah. If the next KVK we get that, it would be amazing. And I hope that they sign up for the same battleground together, so they could actually have a rematch. I don't know, Meister 77's activity this time was another level, but then again, we haven't seen 1960 after their migration. True, that is true as well. I feel like 1960 has grown a lot more powerful, man. Again, they will have to take that L to the grave, to the point where they just can't take it back. They definitely got that L now. They're not undefeated anymore, but they still can be the leader alliance, you know. They can still be undisputed, I guess. They will never be undefeated again, but they can still be undisputed. But then again, for an alliance, for Kingdom in Rise of Kingdoms to never lose a KVK, that's really impressive, to the point where you cannot hold it against them for not being able to do it. Like, how many KVKs are we losing? Like, most of the kingdoms in here are basically winning one and losing another one, so it's kind of like a 50% win rate. He's a man of culture. True. Yes, Lilaus, you're right. 1916 new migrants boosted GT to more than 303 billion kill points. Quality versus quantity. Yes, I actually like 1960 about that. Like, they always go for the quality. They never go for the quantity. So I actually like that. It was honestly sad to see 1365, the same kingdom which took down Prime, 1254, 1093, 1846, fought with 1960 and 1093 at the same time. Now they lose like this, devastating. Yeah, it is, but you know, it's kind of like ancient Rome, man. It's kind of like the height and the drop of an empire. Like it always happens. Like I feel like a lot of people who played in 1365 for a long time, they just realized that at the end of the day they want to go for something more challenging. So a lot of people are just losing their grind. Like if you always have a fun and easy kvk, you are not going to grind anymore. So by the time that you have like a real challenge, I feel like a lot of people in 3065, they just lost their grind on the game, you know. They didn't even try for this kvk because they weren't expecting a real challenge. Like they were expecting another free win, they were expecting like it to be really easy, you know. I feel like that's kind of like the problem, you know. They got used to a free game to the point where they don't even know how to fight anymore. 23 billion power versus 22 billion power. There we land. The power was almost equal. It was like the people that mattered, you know. 1093, 1960, 2377, 1365 would be a fun kvk, both round 2 for everyone. Yeah, the 2 versus 2 there would be amazing, man. Maybe 1093 goes with like 3065 and 9060 goes with like 2377. So they basically each of them have like the same amount of activity pretty much, you know. 2377 will be a hard kvk. It became a recovery kvk for them. We might see 1093 versus 2377 soon. Yeah, that is true. I'm sorry, I just understood what you were saying. I thought that they were going for like a recovery kvk, but yes, that is actually true, man. I feel like they will definitely be going against 1093 soon, or maybe 1960. I feel like they will definitely want to go for a challenge, because why not, man? They are like undefeated, you know. You take the win. You know, I was like surprised that 12-inch PvPness didn't like stream this kvk. Like what happened to the guy? I was really like, I checked on his YouTube channel like so many times just to see if he was like gonna stream this kvk, because I was like, okay, finally he has a chance to have a really big kvk, you know, and just stream and improve his YouTube channel, because everyone loves like big kvks. But he never showed up, like he never did a live stream on that. I'm actually like, that actually set me out a little bit. Good night all, see you soon guys. Meister Consti, good night to you, brother. I'm really happy that you dropped by the stream tonight. Appreciate your presence as well, man. As always, I meant. Good night, man. Now imagine the top kingdoms in the same camp. If the top kingdoms are in the same camp, then nothing is gonna happen, you know. Like they will just have a free kvk. The whole idea is that you want to have like the top kingdoms in different camps to the point where they can put a war against each other. That's how you have fun. Otherwise it's just basically like a waste of time. They mostly have motivation to play but not discipline. They don't have it's kind of like it got soft for them, man. The problem is that it got really soft for them. So if the game gets soft for you to the point where there's no real challenge, of course you are going to grow weak, because you never put in the grind anymore. I feel like a lot of these guys from 1365, they are just going to wake up now. After this loss, they're just going to wake up. They will want to have a rematch. They will probably show up the second time being a lot more powerful. I do feel like 1365 is going to reshape itself to something crazy powerful. It's gonna take a while, but they will definitely do it. 1960 did it, 1093 is doing it. All the kingdoms who lose kvks always reshape to something more powerful. And I mean like the top ones, of course. I don't mean like the dead ones like C rank or D rank, but I mean like the top A rank to Imperium kingdoms always improve themselves after a loss. They always do. Like they just realize that they have too much fat in it. They always kick everyone who does like prove to be as powerful as they say. They always get new members. They try something new. There's nothing like, I really do believe that 1365 is just gonna like reshape itself to something really powerful. GV77 also got world record, beating 1V's power to 24 billion and reaching 25 billion alliance power. Actually, I didn't notice that. I actually didn't notice that. Nice. Like the fact that 2377 even broke a record, that's actually nice, man. Yeah, 2377 came out of there stronger. They need to work on that downtime. I feel like that's another important thing that that actually is important, Lelouch. Just like you said, like if you never fight a strong opponent, you don't know what your weak points are. So even while what I first said stands, meaning that yes, they have grown weak, they also don't know that they are weak, meaning that besides the fact that they're not putting the work in the game anymore, they don't even know what their problems are. Now that they fought 2377, they are aware that they cannot beat another alliance if they do not work on the downtime or in their leadership or in something else. So they know exactly what went wrong. If you never lose or if you never have a real challenge, you will never know what's wrong with you. So I feel like this is really going to help them out. Like they will really show up to be like another level of an alliance right now. As long as their king doesn't quit, that is. Even if their king quits, someone new is gonna show up, man. It's kind of like it's kind of like having a belief, you know. Even in 3269, my own kingdom, like yes, Q's left, but we have like some other people. Now I don't trust in them because they haven't proven themselves to me yet. But that being said, they might prove out to be a lot of better leaders than even Scutes. So that's why I say that we have to go into this KVK to find out exactly what is going on with my kingdom, you know. The same thing goes on with 1365. Even if their king quits, you just have to wait it out, man. See what happens. Trust in your kingdom. Scutes left. He hasn't shown up in the game for a long time, to the point where I'm imagining that he left. I don't believe that he's gonna show up for this KVK. I don't believe that he's gonna want to do anything to do anymore with 3269. I don't exactly know what his plans are. Honestly don't know. But I miss the fact that I do miss the times when he was like king and everything, because I had like a really good relationship with Scutes. I do believe that he's a great guy. He's a great person. He's a great player to play with. Like he was a cool king, you know. He's a really good friend. So I do miss the fact that we will be playing without him this KVK probably, and I don't know what his plans are for the future, meaning that if he's gonna go into another alliance, if he's gonna quit the game or whatever he's gonna do. But yeah, wish him all the best, I guess. But I don't believe that he will show up for 269 anymore. Like they did him wrong. I'm sorry to say this, but I do believe that they did him wrong. As much as I don't want to cover drama, I always keep saying it, that you cannot give an account to someone, be like this is your account, and then a year later or whatever, because I don't know the full story, but a year later be like, hey man, that account that I gave to you, I want it back right now. Like it doesn't work like that, man. You gave me the account, it's mine now to use, so you don't have the you just cannot get your say and be like bring it back. So yeah, that's why I believe. That's why I do believe. I do believe that they did him wrong. I do believe that the fact that they actually did that with Scutes is actually really not to be respected. But yeah, I don't want to get too much in drama, man. I feel like whatever Scutes does, it's definitely gonna help him out, because he's a really smart player. Is gonna get him like into really good alliances and really good places, and whichever kingdom he goes into, like I feel like he's gonna have fun. I know that a lot of people went for what did Fives go? The OP alliance. Give me like a second. Let me just find where he went. A lot of people went to to 2675, because 2675 was like the biggest alliance into our KVK. Like they actually performed the best out of all. So Fives actually went for this one, and I do understand why he did, man. Like all of these guys were amazing. Like they did an amazing job on our KVK. I believe that they're like a really strong kingdom. They're probably most likely gonna have a really fun KVK as well. So yeah, I'm actually I'm checking them out as well. And I know that a good group of people left for 2675. That being said, well, I do believe that even if you lose a kvk, it's still going to improve my account because I'm still going to gather gems. Like I decided, man, I'm gonna get my books with gems, meaning that I'm not stopping anymore. Like I'm gonna start to gather gems in order to upgrade my castle to 25. So I'm not gonna wait anymore. I'm actually gonna drop all my gems to get in the books right now. I'm just waiting for a more than gems account, but I'm definitely gonna drop all my gems in order to get the books. I feel like it's actually a waste of time for me to just wait for me to be like in home kingdom in order for me to like do the forts in order to get the books. I feel like it's gonna be a lot easier and a lot faster if I just waste my gems for it. Like I have a goal. The goal is to get the tier 5, so we are just gonna get the tier 5s. And after that, yeah, definitely going for VIP 15, but after VIP 15, I'm gonna stop on VIP levels. I'm gonna focus on items and everything. Items, materials, basically anything important. Right, I'm definitely like, my 2 next goals are, first is VIP, it's tier 5, and the second one is VIP 15, yeah, definitely. Also know that you need to get the master blueprint 2k each. I think you need like 5 or 10, I forgot. Yeah, I do know that, man. I've actually done the calculations on that. I do have like a couple of master blueprint, as a matter of fact. I don't know where they show up. I honestly don't know where they show up, but I do have a couple of master blueprints. Like if I want to upgrade this one. See, I actually have 4 of those right now. I bought some of them, like the last More Than Gems event, I actually bought that. I'm well aware of it. I don't feel like I will need too much, like about 30,000 gems will maybe go for like blueprints, but that's about it. Not more. I don't believe that I don't need any more of that. Actually, wait a minute. Right here, yeah. Right here. But I do need to buy my books. Like I do believe that I need to buy my books, because if I keep doing it with only doing forts, it's gonna take me like at least 6 months or something, and I'm not gonna waste 6 months of my gaming time in order to get the tier 5. Like I need the tier 5 and I need them as soon as possible. So this kvk is probably gonna be me grinding a lot on collecting gems so I can buy the books. Hopefully by the time this kvk ends, I will be able to basically buy all the books necessary to upgrade my castle to level 25. And I've done that. Like the last kvk, I believe I collected about 18 to 90,000 gems. Like, okay, I didn't collect all of it. I mean, like I collected about 50 to 60,000, and then I got another 20,000 by the events alone. So getting gates, doing the achievements and all that stuff, you know. So I definitely got a lot of gems plus the events. But in total, I came out of the previous kvk with about 80 to 90,000 gems, which was really good for a 15 days period. So it was like 1,700, 1,800 gems per day, which is a really good average. So I believe that by the end of this kvk, I should definitely be able to have my castle to level 25 and be able to upgrade my castle and get my tier 5 units. Okay guys, that being said, I really want to wrap this up and call it a night. It was an interesting conversation. I love all of you. Thank you for showing up. It was an amazing experience to spend time with all of you. I wasn't expecting so many people to show up today. Lelouch, Duality, Meister Consti showed up, Yosin showed up, Buzzwell like showed up, a lot of people, honestly. Like Spark showed up as well for a while. I believe like Yosin was here, definitely 100%, but so many of you people actually showed up, and I feel like SKX showed up, Riffin was here, all of you guys, man. I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. It's amazing to have you here every single stream that I do. As always, it actually feels good. It makes me make another live stream. So I want to thank you all for your time. I want to thank you all for your patience. I want to thank you all for actually coming in here again, and I hope to see you guys into the next one. To all those guys who are like new into the in here, like just do join my Discord channel. It's gonna be a lot easier for whenever I do a live stream. I always notify people via the Discord channel. So yeah, for last time, thank you all and see you into the next one.